If you're new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and also hit the bell as well for new videos every day, every week.
What's going on? Hello, my fellow Joy-Con boys and girls. This is your boy, Nintendo Logan. We're once again back at it again here. We're once again another stream for you guys here. So, as always, if you guys are brand new to the channel and are a big fan of Nintendo and Nintendo Switch 2, definitely make sure you guys click that subscribe button and make sure you guys turn on that notification bell as well, so you never miss out on all the latest coverage every single Wednesday through Saturday, mainly focusing on Nintendo and Nintendo Switch 2. If that is something that interests you guys, then this is the place for you all. And what's seriously definitely will really help out the channel, and especially to keep some of our content going here next in the near future for you guys here as well. So thank you all so much for you guys' support for this channel and all of our content, and make sure you guys keep on supporting it, even going into the near future as well, because, like I said, it really much is appreciated once again. It really helps out a lot. And so yeah, what is up everybody coming into the stream right now? No matter if you're watching this live right now in the chat, which, I honestly thought going into the stream, I really thought there was going to be absolutely nobody in there, which, if that was the case, I would not have been a surprise right there, actually, especially for this stream. But what is up, everybody still tuning in right now? No matter just joining us right now, or maybe you guys are watching this video on the replay, if you guys have, missed out on the stream when it was live. Hopefully everybody's having a great Friday once again, and a great start to your weekend. And of course, as you guys all know, because it is Friday, we are here to kick off another episode of our Friday morning show that we do on this day, every single Friday, at 9:30 AM Eastern and 6:30 AM Pacific Time. Which is, of course, Nintendo News Roundup, which is, of course, a Friday morning show series that I pretty much do every single Friday, recapping all the latest Nintendo news from the past week. And I want to say, though, while the news sounds like it has been on the lighter side this week, but there's been a lot of great stuff that has happened throughout this past week that, well, of course, we're going to be sort of talking about in today's episode of the show once again. So, hope you guys are excited about it. Hope you guys are excited about this once again. And of course, if you guys are excited about today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup, make sure, as always, smash up that like button. And if you guys also want to become a member in our amazing Discord community as well, we'll have all that info in the description below for you guys. If you guys want to know how to join our Discord server, if you guys have not yet joined it and still want to become an official member on there, to not only be a part of our streams, but to even try to interact with us, where we're not really streaming either in the near future either as well. So of course, if you guys want to be a part of the fun, again, all the info will be in the description below for you guys. If you guys once again want to know how to join our Discord server once again here, if you guys have not yet joined it yet. But also, if you have not yet subscribed to the Nintendo Loaded Clips channel, Logan's Pokemon TV series review, the main Ultra Joy-Con game channel, and also Ultra Joy-Con game live, some of those channel links will be in the description below, as well as on the main page of our YouTube channel as well. And there's also one more thing I do want to mention right here for you guys. Make sure you guys do come back right after Nintendo News Roundup wraps up at 10:30 AM Eastern Standard Time, as we're once again going to be continuing on with more Metroid Prime 4 on the Switch 2, right after this episode of Nintendo News Roundup wraps up. So yeah, make sure you guys even do stay tuned for this, and thank you all so much once again for supporting the first episode that we did of Metroid Prime 4. It was honestly a lot of fun checking out the game for the very first time ever, and we really can't wait to continue on with it. Like I said, right after this stream wraps up here, so. But of course, if you guys are not doing that stuff, and do not hit that like button either, once again, Reggie Vizme is going to come out here and say, what's wrong with you? If not only, if you guys don't do any of the following stuff that I mentioned to you guys here and all, so. Alright, so anyways, before I actually do get started with today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup, I'm going to go ahead and check the audio levels real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and get started right now. Or get started right after I check the audio level, so. So let's see here. And then Super Shadow says, I'm still legit half asleep. It ain't a good Friday here, lol. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. Alright, but anyways, but looks like the audio levels are all good, so, I think without any further ado, we're not going to waste any more time right now, and, we're going to go ahead and get straight into all of our news topics. That pretty much we have for today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. And once again, it has been a bit on the lighter side in terms of, like, big breaking news or whatever, but we still got a lot of great news topics we're going to be discussing today. And starting off with the first one here, and like I just mentioned to you guys here, for you guys to stay tuned for, Metroid Prime 4 and the world rejoice after it has been 8 long years since the game has been on a development hiatus when it was first announced all the way back at the way beginning of the Switch 1 generation, all the way back in 2017, and then it'll be in development for a couple of years, and then in 2019 scrapping development and bringing it over to Retro Studios. And now, ever since then, ever since they rebooted development for this game back in 2019, the game is finally out right now, and of course, if you guys want to play it for yourself, you can get it both physically and digitally. And if you get the digital version, it is available right now on both the eShop on both the Switch 1 and on the Switch 2 as well. And I gotta say, honestly, for myself, what I've been, experiencing Metroid Prime 4 so far, mainly on the Switch 2, the game is absolutely incredible, though. The graphics are amazing, the details are amazing. I'm just loving everything about Metroid Prime 4 so far. What we've pretty much been playing from this game so far. But of course, if you guys didn't miss out on the first episode of our Metroid Prime 4 series, and the replay of that stream is up right now on our YouTube channel, so highly recommend you guys go check out episode 1 of our Metroid Prime 4 series, so you guys can kind of get a bit of an idea about what more of my thoughts are for Metroid Prime 4 on the Switch 2. But like I said before, if you're a big Metroid fan and definitely want to play the Switch 2 version, I would highly recommend playing it, honestly, because like I said, everything with like the graphics, like the detail and the lighting and all that, mainly with the Switch 2 version, is absolutely very insane, honestly. Probably one of the best looking, definitely one of the best looking Switch 2 games by far, like first party wise. And definitely this game definitely is going to be a technical showcase for what the Switch 2 is capable of. 4K 60 frames per second in docked, and then when you're playing in handheld, 1080p and 120 frames per second. Now, those options are obviously in dock mode as well, but of course, when you're playing in handheld, trying to do like the quality mode in 4K 60, unfortunately, you won't be getting any of that. But soon we'll get like 1080p and like 120 frames per second as well if you're playing in handheld mode. So, and so yeah, what do you guys think about Metroid Prime 4 so far? For what you guys have been actually playing, if some of you guys either picked up the Switch 1 or the Switch 2 version. Of course, if you guys made thoughts about what do you guys think about Metroid Prime 4 overall, of course, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. And no offense to anybody that got the Switch 1 version, RIP anybody getting the Switch 1 version. I bet so many people are going to go out there and get a Switch 2 and pick up Metroid Prime 4 and start playing it, actually. There's really not that many people that I know that have actually played Metroid Prime 4 on the Switch 1 at all. Maybe that's why I've been mostly on Switch 2, actually. But speaking of brand new releases, we have yet another one that actually did pretty much release on the same day yesterday. And oh my gosh, I tell you my launch stream for this, my launch stream that we did on this game, man. You guys have been absolutely killing it, though. Thank you all so much once again for everybody that tuned into our live launch stream on this specific game that we pretty much did yesterday. Because man, what an absolute blast we had playing this specific game. And the other game I'm talking about is Sonic Racer. Oh, okay, that was an advertiser right there. That's not what I wanted. I don't want to hear no L's in the chat from a specific someone. Ahem. But so anyways, the next game that pretty much did release, pretty much earlier, well, not earlier this week, but actually as of yesterday, Sonic Racing Crossworlds. The Switch 2 version of this game has finally launched, and like I said, another very phenomenal game that released yesterday, alongside Metroid Prime 4. Like, man, we were just busy and eating good yesterday with both of these games releasing. And the Switch 2 version of Sonic Racing Crossworlds, very impressed, honestly. Having a lot of fun with Sonic Racing Crossworlds so far on the Switch 2. And I'm just so glad I waited for this, because I could have gotten this game when it was still the Switch 1 version, when it first launched on, like I said, the Switch 1 and all the other different platforms. But I'm just so glad I waited for the Switch 2 version, because I'm very impressed with how the Switch 2 version looks, honestly. 1440p when docked, and 60 frames per second, both in docked and in handheld. So, once again, if you guys want to pick up Sonic Racing Crossworlds on the Switch 2, you can only get it digitally as of right now on the Switch 2 eShop. And then the physical version is going to be coming out in early 2020, well, sometime in 2026. Not really sure when specifically Sega said when the physical version is going to be coming out, but sometime in 2026 is when the physical version is going to come out. And not a game key card, just keep that in mind. If you're going to pick up the physical version of Sonic Racing Crossworlds on the Switch 2, it'll be on a 64GB cartridge and not a game key card, which I know so many people are going to be very happy about that. So yeah, anyways, what do you guys think about Sonic Racing Crossworlds on the Switch 2? If you guys have actually picked it up already and started playing it. Of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. Advertising Racing Crossworlds, we saw for us. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna let me get rid of that comment. That's a big cap right there from a, I mean, I don't know, but you guys already know what I mean there. But anyways, I'm gonna get it off topic a little bit, actually. So let's go ahead and move on to our next news item. And well, this is actually another game that just launched this week, actually, and another game that actually looked pretty interesting to me and ended up getting it, actually. Marvel Cosmic Invasion. This is another game that pretty much released like at the beginning of this week once again. And pretty much on the first day of December, actually, on December 1st. So, if you guys, once again, like I said with all the other games, this game is available right now on both the Switch 1 and on the Switch 2. So, once again, if you want to get this game, make sure you guys do get it from the Switch 2, either the Switch 1 or the Switch 2 eShop. And I believe you can maybe get this game physically as well, but obviously for me, I ended up getting this game digitally. Now, honestly, when this game was first announced and all that, I was a little split on getting this game. Like, it did pretty much look cool and all that, and I've always for a little bit actually kind of wanted to get into the Marvel franchise, like on the side, because Nintendo's always going to be my main thing. Don't get me wrong. I mean, isn't it obvious? But just get into a little something on the side. Probably get into like some Marvel and whatnot. And this game probably would. This game would probably be a perfect fit for me trying to get into the Marvel series and all that. And I know I said also I was kind of debating on when exactly I was going to be tackling this game, and I am obviously going to be doing a live let's play on this game whenever I do get a chance. Actually, I am actually going to try to beat this game after I beat Mario Galaxy 2. So after I beat Mario Galaxy 2, this is pretty much the next game I'm going to try to beat, and maybe fingers crossed, I'm going to try to beat this game before Final Fantasy VII Remake releases on the Switch 2. So, then we do stay tuned for this on a live Let's Play on Marvel Cosmic Invasion on the Switch 2. And, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to play this game. It looks very awesome. Another 2D side-scroller beat 'em up. In reference to the old school arcade games from the beat 'em up arcade games from back in the day. So yeah, what do you guys think about Marvel Cosmic Invasion? And once again, if you guys have been playing it for yourself, let me know what you guys think about this game. Of course, in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this once again. And alright guys, let's move on now to our next news item. And we have a brand new update for a big game that we also did pretty much get earlier this week actually. And that is for Mario Kart World. So Mario Kart World got another big update with version 1.4.0. And I know so many people are really happy with this update, because they added a couple big brand new things to this brand new update for Mario Kart World, which we're gonna go ahead and read some of the details that we have here for this new update for Mario Kart World. And so this article is coming from NintendoLife.com, and this is some of the information that we have for the brand new update for Mario Kart World. And so this is what the article says here: Mario Kart World is this week racing ahead with a brand new update, bumping this latest entry in the series up to version 1.4.0. This new update for the Switch 2 exclusive has a bunch of new general changes. This includes the addition of custom items. So if you guys remember the custom items of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it is officially back in this game once again with this new update. In the items rules, some music related improvements, online updates, coin changes for certain modes, and more. Along with this are fixes addressing various aspects of the game, such as online play, promos related to courses, and event, and even items as well. And here's a full rundown, courtesy on Nintendo's official support page. And so this is some of the stuff that, I knew we'd pretty much go ahead and read the stuff that they, pretty much added, and also have changed as well, because some of this stuff is actually pretty interesting as well. So for some of the new stuff that they added a custom items, they added custom items in the item rules. This is a feature that lets you set which items appear. And this is supported in Versus Race, Balloon Battle, Coin Runners, and Room in online play or wireless play. Maintenance on a music track name and source title of the track that is played will be displayed on the pause menu. And added music volume to settings/controllers. Maintenance of players who gathered in a room of online play can participate in Race, Knockout Tour, and Battle. Up to 4 players can participate in Race, Knockout Tour, and Battle. Maintenance so you can join in with friends who are playing Knockout Tour from friends and 2-player online play as well. And then Restart and Next Race in the pause menu for Versus Race in single player. Maintenance so you can select Photo Mode from the pause menu and race against Ghosts in time trials. Change the course layout of below courses for Versus Race, or Race and online play, or wireless play. And this pretty much specifically is for some of the intermission tracks when you're going from like one of the specific tracks all the way to like Cooper Trooper Beach. So pretty much the following courses are DK Spaceport, Crown City, Peach Stadium, Whistletop Summit, Desert Hills, DK Spaceport once again, the Cooper Trooper Beach, Crown City to that map, and also Peach Stadium to that map as well. and change it so that in all races heading toward Cuba Beach, including the above courses, you will cross the finish line after 2 laps once you arrive at Cuba Beach. You will now dash with Ryan on Manta Ram's back. Maintenance of the player will not hit the Dragon Eel when transforming into Bullet Bill. Maintenance of the player cannot use a second boo while already using a boo when holding 2 boos. When dash food is taken by someone, shorten the time until that dash food reappears. When a coin placed on water is taken by someone, shorten the time until that coin reappears. So yeah, that's all pretty much the new changes that were added with this new update for Mario Kart World. Pretty much the big things are, they added a custom items feature, which, honestly, I'm really not sure why that wasn't in the game at launch, but really good to see that they finally added it for this brand new update. Because I know lots and lots of people were wondering where in the world was the custom items option in Mario Kart World ever since they had it in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and it was once again really weird how it wasn't even in Mario Kart World even at launch. But like I said, really good to see that they finally put it in this game, even though, like I said, it obviously could have been there at launch. And the fact also they added a new feature where you can actually pause the game during the free roam mode or during single player and all. Being able to actually see what specific music track is actually playing, and also lists what kind of Mario past Mario game or any of the Mario games in general where it actually does come from. Well, I really do like that though, because sometimes I'm trying to listen to the music and I'm not really specifically sure where exactly some of these specific soundtracks actually come from and what they're actually called. So I'm really glad they added also that in this update, so we can actually know what the actual name of the soundtrack is, what Mario game it actually does come from, and all that. And I know probably also, like I said, one of the other big new changes that they added for this update is pretty much the intermissions going from one of the specific maps all the way to Cuba Beach, where and pretty much when when you start out that race and are going to Cuba Beach, then even have 5 laps or pretty much only 5 laps actually. And, it kind of would get a little bit repetitive after a little bit. So thankfully, this time around, they're showing the amount of laps when you get to Cuba Beach, and you're only going to be having 2 laps once you make it from your, like I said, DK Spaceport, Crown City, or Peach Stadium, all the way to, specifically, once again, Cuba Beach. Then you only have 2 laps for, once you make it to that track once again. So yeah, really big change right there, and there's a lot more other stuff that they did list here with, some bug fixes that they did and all that. Which it is seriously a lot, though, and obviously due to time constraints, once again, we're not going to be really reading every single one of these here, but if you want to check it out for yourself, make sure you guys visit the actual article, once again, on NintendoLife.com, so you guys can, check out all the patch notes for yourself here, especially with the ones that we read and whatnot. And so, what do you guys think about this brand new update with version 1.4.0 for Mario Kart World? And of course, if you guys have any thoughts about this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, especially with some of the big changes that they added for this update. And of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this once again here. And alright guys, the next news item, and speaking of brand new game updates once again, there's yet another one that did release earlier this week, and that is an update for the game that probably 1 or 2 people are still playing to this day, Dragon Drive. As Dragon Drive has a new update with version 1.2.0, so I guess, if anybody does have Dragon Drive and is watching this video, make sure you guys update Dragon Drive to version 1.2.0, and make sure you guys are on the latest update for this version. And they did have some pretty interesting things in this update as well. Not really a whole lot as how they did with Mario Kart World, but it's still pretty cool, some of the stuff that they added here for this update. And my thing just froze once again on my second computer. Are you serious, man? No, give me 1 second right here. I'm going to try to see what in the world's going on here. It's like my window just froze there. Oh, my web browser did. Bro, are you serious, man? Now it's like I can't even get the article for you guys. Oh, hold on, guys. Give me 1 second right here. We're having some technical difficulties. So give me 1 second. I know, this is, let me see. No, I'm just trying to refresh it. I mean, if I can't get it, I'll probably have to just look it on my phone, probably. Like I said, for some reason my... Oh, wait, here we go. But I hate when it does that, man. That's really annoying, bruh. Okay, so let me get the article back up. And then let me go ahead and, let me see if we get this back up here. Okay, thank you all for being with me, honestly. I did not expect this at all. Some of the, like I said, slight technical difficulties here. Okay, I think we should be good now. Wait, hold on, let me get my... Yeah, a couple of my other articles here. What, do I have any more here? Oh, yeah, I do, actually. Let me just go get this one up here, just so we have it ready. Let me see. Yeah, just close out of that. Come on already. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we now we can actually get back to the main program. And so, once again, like I already said before, we have a brand new update with Dragon Drive, with version 1.2.0. And this article is coming from Jamatsu.com, and this is some of the details that we have for this new update for Dragon Drive with version 1.2.0. And so, this is what the article says here. Nintendo has released a version 1.2.0 update for Dragon Drive, which adds the chasing game Survival Tag to Friend Parks, local wireless parks, and land parks. And here are some of the details that we have for this new update for Dragon Drive once again. And so, added the chasing game Survival Tag to Friend Parks, local wireless parks, and land parks. Note, to play Survival Tag, when in the parks listed above, the player who created the park opens the X menu, then selects Start Survival Tag on the Players tab. Depending on the wireless environment, there may be times where player positioning does not perfectly match between users. For that reason, there may be cases where, if it appears to one player as if a contact was made, from the other player's perspective, no contact occurred. In order to limit unpleasant experiences in situations like these as much as possible, in basketball games, this may be determined as no contact. On the other hand, in Survival Tag, the question of contact is a whole crux of the game, and is particularly important to game progression. Therefore, it has been designed so that the tag is considered successful if there was contact from either perspective. The tagged player, or the one who was tagged, corrected the calculation of ISO wins on the game stats tab under stats. Previously, it was counted the total number of ISOs, not just wins. And it rope jumps to under stats tab under stats. Change the target of the focus cam when near the sumo rain to the sumo rain itself. Made some adjustments to bots in friend parks, local wireless parks, and in land parks. No, it was slightly lower the strength level of the easy and standard bots that made the player who created the park can add onto the Players tab of the X menu. Added a feature to enable players to delete their own records. On the screen that displays the players' records before starting time trials or shooting contests. Simultaneously, press and hold the ZL button, left directional button, and right directional button on the Joy-Con 2 left for 10 seconds to delete the record. Once deleted, records cannot be restored. And, oh gosh, don't tell me my thing froze. Oh my gosh, bro, my thing froze again. Are you serious? My browser again froze. Oh my gosh, dude, again, this is so annoying, man. But you guys gotta get the idea, honestly. So, that's some of the stuff that we have here for this brand new update for Dragon Drive. Once again, version 1.2.0. So, like I said before, if you guys have not yet updated this game to this latest update yet, make sure you guys have to do so to make sure you guys are, once again, on the latest update for Dragon Drive once again. And so, yeah, what do you guys think about this brand new update for Dragon Drive? Once again, version 1.2.0. And of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. And alright, the next news item, and once again, I know we're going to get a lot of Sonic people in here because this next news item is once again another Sonic related news item that we have here. And this one is actually pretty interesting because it's related to the Sonic movie franchise, as it has now been confirmed, or I think it actually might have been confirmed, actually. Well, we're actually going to get into the article here in a second. But apparently there's news about a brand new Sonic the Hedgehog spin-off movie, which has been officially confirmed. And there's been a lot of speculation about what kind of a spin-off movie for the Sonic movie franchise is going to be. But we're going to go ahead and read some of the details that we have here for this. And once again, this article is coming from IGN.com, and this is the information that we have for some apparent news Sonic movie spin-off movie that will be coming sometime in the near future. I mean, just like a spin-off in general, just like the Knuckles TV show. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, as I'm reading this article, hopefully this doesn't freeze on me. And so, this is what the article says here. Paramount has announced a Sonic the Hedgehog spin-off movie that's set to launch in 2028. And fans believe the film will finally see Keanu Reeves' Shadow the Hedgehog step up as its star. And of course, the article continues on here. Currently titled Sonic Universe Event Film, the movie has been given a December 22nd, 2028 release date on Paramount's upcoming movie calendar, according to Variety. As Sonic fans will know, Paramount's schedule already includes another upcoming movie for the Blue Blur, Sonic the Hedgehog 4, with the set to debut on March 19th, 2027, and probably introduce both Metal Sonic and Amy Rose. So what will the subsequent spin-off be about? Fans seem certain that Shadow the Hedgehog, once seen acting again as an antagonist in 2024's Sonic the Hedgehog 3, is now getting a movie all to himself. Following positive feedback to Keanu Reeves' portrayal of the spiny anti-hero, and almost $500 million at the box office for his proper big screen debut. A movie focusing on Shadow also simply makes sense, rather than one centered on any of the franchise's characters, more closely aligned with Sonic. Shadow, of course, also previously starred in his own video game, a 2005 third-person shooter, which features its own cast of side characters. So is this finally the time where we get to see Rouge the Bat? As of now, Paramount is keeping synced on all things Shadow and Rouge shaped, perhaps unsurprisingly considering the fact that it has Sonic 4 to launch first. Officially, it's yet to be confirmed whether the spin-off will indeed be a Shadow the Hedgehog vehicle, or whether Shadow will be also back in Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Each of the three Sonic films released to date have brought bigger returns to Paramount, which is more than $1 billion now ranked in for the trilogy. But the trio's box office pales in comparison to the $1.36 billion ranked in by Nintendo's Super Mario Bros. Movie. Interestingly, Paramount has no Sonic movie set to launch next year, leaving the field clear for Nintendo's sequel, the Mario Galaxy movie, which that's a total side note there. And so yeah, pretty interesting stuff once again here. Apparently the fact that Paramount Pictures has officially confirmed that it's going to be another Sonic the Hedgehog movie spin-off, which, it will make sense once again if it is Sonic the Hedgehog, or, I'm about to say Sonic the Hedgehog. Again, I don't want to hear no else in the chat. True! But yeah, so, it will be interesting if we once again do get a Sonic the Hedgehog movie spin-off, if, the main attraction is going to be Shadow the Hedgehog or something like that. I mean, honestly, if there's like a Shadow the Hedgehog movie spin-off or something like that, I know lots and lots of people are going to go absolutely insane for that, though. Because it is Shadow, and Shadow does have a pretty big fan base once again, so, we definitely wanted to see what happens, and wanted to see what kind of Sonic the Hedgehog movie spin-off that's going to be officially happening sometime in 2028. Which, man, that's going to be a long time from now. That's like 3 years from now, actually, so still have a long time to wait for this, but I bet it will be pretty exciting when, Sega and Paramount Pictures, talk about this, like, gets close onto this once again. And so, what do you guys think about, it's apparently a brand new, Sonic the Hedgehog movie spin-off that has been once again confirmed by Paramount Pictures. And do you guys think this could be a Shadow the Hedgehog spin-off movie, or could it be based on another character in the Sonic franchise that, has been in the movies before, and, we'll like to see the spin-off movie for? And so, if you guys have any more thoughts about this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. And alright, our next news item, and this is actually related to the Nintendo Today app. I know, kind of rare we're talking about the Nintendo Today app once again on Nintendo News Roundup. As apparently, this is actually pretty interesting now, as they added a brand new Donkey Kong Bonanza theme to the Nintendo Today app. So, if you guys have now downloaded the Nintendo Today app, or not even updated it yet to the, and it actually does have an update, make sure you guys ever do download the Nintendo Today app, because, as you guys can see right here, this is what the DK Bonanza theme will look like in the Nintendo Today app, which is pretty cool once again. I have like DK and Paul Lee right there when he first opened up the app, and then, of course, the calendar is all DK themed, and having DK and Diddy like on the calendar as well. So yeah, I just want to highlight this right here for you guys. A brand new DK Bonanza theme has been added to the Nintendo Today app. So, like I said, if you want to check it out for yourself, make sure you guys do download the Nintendo Today app, which once again is on both iOS and Android devices. So yeah, what do you guys think about this brand new DK Bonanza theme that's been added to the Nintendo Today app? And of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this once again. Just wanted to real quick highlight this for you guys here. Not that much to say about it, but it's pretty cool that they added this once again for, like you're saying, the Nintendo Today app. And alright, the last news item that we have in the stream, we have a brand new Tetris 99 Maximus Cup that recently just got that recently released for Tetris 99. And as you guys already see clearly right now what the game is, Kirby Air Riders. So this is the brand new Tetris 99 Maximus Cup that is going to be, well, it might be officially out right now, actually, by the time we're actually recording this. And so, if you guys want to check this out for yourself, this Kirby Air Riders theme Tetris 99 Maximus Cup, which is already the 50th Maximus Cup in Tetris 99, which is pretty insane how many Maximus Cups have been in Tetris 99 ever since then. So, I mean, once again, that's also pretty cool, though, once again. And obviously, Nintendo wants to promote Kirby Air Riders with this. Like, we've seen Nintendo do this like so many different other times in Tetris 99. When a big brand new game comes out, and like maybe like a week or so afterwards, they do like to have a Maximus Cup theme related to the game that just launched and all that. So, pretty cool addition with Kirby Air Riders once again. As soon as Maximus Cup is happening, actually as of right now, by the time I'm recording this, it will be ending on December 8th once again. So, make sure you guys do check this out up until it officially ends on December 8th, which is, like I said, by the time I'm recording this, it is officially still live right now. So yeah, what do you guys think about this brand new Tetris 99 Maximus Cup? The theme is, once again, Kirby Air Riders. So, what do you guys think about this overall? And let me know if you guys have already checked this out for yourself. And let me know if you guys have already gotten the Kirby Air Riders theme in this game already. If you guys have already checked this out already. And so, if you guys have any thoughts about this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this once again. And alright, guys, those are all the new news items that we have for this episode of Nintendo News Roundup. Like I said, the news was a little bit on the lighter side this week because of, like, all the big game releases that we got this week, but it's still pretty cool, some of the stuff we got here, especially with, the big new games we talked about. Metroid Prime 4, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds on the Switch 2, and, what was it, Marvel Cosmic Invasion as well. And so right now, we're going to go to the YouTube chat right now, and I want to see what you guys have to overall say about some of these different news topics we discussed in today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. And I'm once going to give you guys a recap of what we talked about. We talked about the launch date, or the official launch of Metroid Prime 4 on the Switch 2, especially with Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. And also with a brand new update for Mario Kart World with version 1.4.0, especially with the brand new update for Dragon Drive with version 1.2.0. Even with the DK Bonanza theme in the Nintendo Today app, and then what we just talked about, the Kirby Air Riders Tetris 99 Maximus Cup. And so if you guys have any more thoughts about all the stuff we talked about today in this episode of Nintendo News Roundup, like I said, let me know your thoughts in the chat once again here. But overall, if you guys are enjoying today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup, make sure you guys once again give the stream a thumbs up. And David, once again, right after Nintendo News Roundup, we are once again going to be doing another episode of Metroid Prime 4 on the Switch 2. So, make sure you guys do stay tuned for this, and it'll be going live here in about 30 minutes with, once again, the next episode of Metroid Prime 4 on the Switch 2. So I want to kind of let you guys know about that there. So, alright, but anyways, let's go ahead and see what you guys are saying here in the chat. And also, a couple of counter shoutouts from everybody that's in the chat here. We have Labo Yoshi fan, and then we also have, oh my gosh, we got Mr. PNG in the chat here. The finally made his grand appearance. Alright, so let's see what you guys are saying right here in the chat. Let's see, all that matters is you are enjoying Metroid Prime 4. Oh, definitely 100% though. Like, I'm actually really surprised how much I'm really enjoying Metroid Prime 4 on the Switch 2. Like, to be honest. See, I hope Marvel fans are hyped for this game. Well, yeah, for Marvel Cosmic Invasion, they probably are. And especially for a lot of people that, grew up on the old school arcade style beat 'em up games, then yeah, definitely for sure there. Let's see. See the money. Let's see. Can't wait for Sonic Movie 4 and the spinoff. I don't really care what kind of spinoff it is. Yeah, honestly, no, there could be a lot of Sonic characters they can, pick and choose from to have a spin-off movie. But knowing how Paramount's the Sega and Paramount are gonna go, they're probably never gonna do a Shadow the Hedgehog spin-off. Why for sure there. Just watch, honestly. Mark my words. And honestly, that's what a lot of people are speculating at the moment. That's gonna be Shadow, so. But we'll see though. Let's see. Especially that Sonic Movie 4 is going to be based on Sonic CD, since the game introduced Amy and Metal Sonic. That became stable for the series. Alright, that might have been a little bit of a spoiler for me probably, but hey, I still have not even seen any of the Sonic movies yet, which I still to this day really want to see them now. I'm not seeing none of the Sonic movies yet, and man, I am so hoping I can actually see it sometime soon. Like all 3 Sonic movies. Because there has been any way that I'm able to watch them, actually. Andrew, what do you mean there? What do people don't know about that at all? Total cap there, bruh. Andrew over here like, oh, we always know that! Obviously people are hundreds of millions of people out there in the world are gonna know that! Bro, that's total cap, man. Just saying though, honestly, just saying. You don't know if not that many people actually know about that or not. Gosh, Andrew, you're just full of cap sometimes. Again, I'm not actually saying it to be serious. I'm actually just, sometimes I just seem like a joke around here, obviously, for those who don't know. Sometimes I do want to mess around with some people here. Let's see. Let's see whatever comments do we have here. See, hope Tetris 99 fans enjoy playing the Kirby Air Rider Scene Cup. No, maybe, yeah. I mean, I haven't been on Tetris 99 in a minute, though. It's been such a long time since I've been on Tetris 99. Oh my gosh, they're having them two are having a debate right now in the chat I'm seeing. About Tails and Andrew. My gosh, man. We just seem like getting off topic here, honestly, with some of these news topics. But hey, but this is for content here, so. I mean, what are we gonna do about it? I'm not really seeing any more comments in the chat here. About any of the news topics here. So maybe we'll probably take about 1 or 2 more comments in the chat, and then we'll go ahead and probably wrap things up with the stream. So once again, if you guys have any more final thoughts about all the stuff we talked about today, then let me know once again your final thoughts in the chat here before we wrap things up here. If you guys do have any. Thanks, I am the PNG master. Heck yes, you are. That's why I always call you we always just call you Mr. PNG, King of PNGs, and all the other different things that are related to that. So. See, I'm gonna debate this guy because he doesn't know when to calm down. Oh my gosh, bruh. See, anyways, gosh, Andrew, what is wrong with you? He said, anyways, I enjoyed today's topics. Well, the more serious stuff, though, yeah, the news was pretty light. Like I said, the news was pretty light this week, but with all the big releases that came out this week, that was probably the big thing that happened this week, was just all the big new releases that came out on Switch 2. Not only with Metroid Prime 4 and also Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, but it was also like Assassin's Creed Shadows, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which Marvel Cosmic Invasion we did talk about just now. So we had that, and also Assassin's Creed Shadows just launched on the Switch 2, and then that one game I don't want to mention because of a certain someone, but that had that got the next gen update on Switch 2 as well. So yeah, lots of different things came out this week, but overall, pretty great stuff that came out this week once again here, but we'll have to see how what goes on next week, especially with the Game Awards, because the Game Awards will be happening next week as well, so maybe I hope we might get some big Nintendo news that week, especially when the Game Awards actually does go live next week. But until then, what do you guys over? I don't think we have that much more to talk about with all the news topics for today's episode of the show. And so, what are you guys' overall final thoughts about all the stuff we talked about in today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup? Once again, keep on letting me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and we'd still love to hear every single one of you guys' thoughts about all the different news topics we discussed in today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. So, but anyways, overall with that, that's gonna go and do it for today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. So, for anybody that came by for the stream, thanks everybody for hanging out with us and discussing all the different news topics during today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. And of course, if you guys have any more thoughts about, oh wait, I kind of mentioned that actually. But of course, if you guys enjoyed today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup and want to keep up to date on more upcoming episodes of the show every single Friday at 9:30 AM Eastern and 6:30 AM Pacific Time, of course, recapping all the latest Nintendo news from the past week, make sure you guys once again give the stream a thumbs up on your way out. And if you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe and make sure you guys turn on your notifications as well. So, of course, not miss out on more upcoming episodes of Nintendo News Roundup in the future, plus more upcoming Nintendo and Nintendo Switch 2 content next in the near future. And so, anyways, that is overall going to do it from your boy Nintendo Logan, and I'm going to be signing off with the stream, and I will see you guys here in about a few minutes for the next episode of Metroid Prime 4. So, peace out, love you guys, God bless, have a great day, watch your one-ups, be blessed, and we'll see you guys here in a little bit for the next episode of Metroid Prime 4. So, make sure you guys stick around for that, and we'll see you then, and may God bless y'all. What's up, Joy-Con gang? I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you guys want to stay up to date on more upcoming videos in the near future on the channel, make sure you guys click that subscribe button to be a part of our amazing Joy-Con gang community. Plus, also, be sure to enable that notification bell to all to be notified and not miss a single new upload on this channel every single week. And if you all also want to stay up to date on more upcoming events for this channel, and even see some exclusive behind-the-scenes stuff as well, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at NintendoLoganYT for exclusive posts you will not see anywhere else on this channel in the future, from posting my amiibos or whatever kind of stuff you guys want to see on my Instagram, and especially in the near future, maybe do some like live Instagram hangouts with you guys as well. And lastly, if you all enjoy all the moments that we have on the channel as well, make sure you guys consider checking out our Nintendo Lonely Clips channel as well, which is pretty much our second YouTube channel, when we upload new clips on there every Monday and Wednesday, where you can check out all of our past funny and epic moments that I bet you guys will definitely enjoy for sure there, because we got a lot of funny clips on there once again. And of course, if you guys do none of that, as I always say, one person very in particular is going to be saying, what's wrong with you if you guys don't do none of that? And that's pretty much right to Fizme. He's going to be telling you what's wrong with you until you do all the stuff you guys see on the right side of me here, and I do promise you guys that. So, alright, but anyways guys, so that's going to do it for your boy Nintendo Logan here for this video, and I'm going to be signing off for this video once again. So I will see you guys in the next video, and peace out, and love you guys, God bless, and have a great day everybody. Peace out, Joy-Con gang.